Three bills that have divided the NDA.
I did not want to be a part of that government which would shove this down the throats of my farmers.
Three bills that have erupted in protests across the country. Bills that caused pandemonium in the upper house.
India is an agricultural country, but even in 2020, most of the farmers were still dependent on traditional method instead of data-driven decision. Whereas technology is increasing in every sector, but agriculture was still facing some challenges, such as greetings to everyone. I am Prem Kumar, representing my team Code Fellows on the problem statement AI-based crop recommendation for farmers. As we all know, India is a agricultural country and half of our population is dependent on agriculture. From our daily needs, food, clothes, etc. We are fully dependent on farming. But as we know that how many problems are faced by the farmers from growing their crops to selling them. As we talk about the growing of crops, farmers are facing major difficulty in growing of crops. How? They are facing the problem such as soil. First questions comes in their mind is soil can grow their crops properly? Problems such as less knowledge about the crops. Problems such as less knowing of what should the crop we should grow or not. There is also a main problem which farmers are facing now also, that is the correct amount of their product. They are selling it to the third person and the third person is selling to users, but due to this process the farmers are not getting the correct amount of their product. What should they get?
MSP यानी मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस, कि कम से कम किसानों को इतना दाम तो दिया ही जाएगा उनकी फसलों का। सेम रीजन है ताकि कंपनीज और मिडलमैन उन्हें एक्सप्लॉइट ना कर सके। अगर खरीदने वालों ने एक माफिया बना रखा है तो किसान 2 रुपए पर किलो प्याज और 50 पैसे पर किलो गार्लिक बेचने पर मजबूर ना हो। कम से कम उसे एक मिनिमम प्राइस की तो गारंटी दी जाए।
With increase of technology, as the technology is increasing, but there is still lacking behind agriculture sector. So, there is not any solution for agriculture? Can our agriculture sector cannot get a next generation for knowing better about agriculture? So, by keeping this problem in mind, I would like to introduce our solution Agri AI. So, what is Agri AI? Agri AI is a AI platform where we give our user a various facilities such as AI, which helps our farmer to grow crops more efficiently, AI which can help our farmers to know better about the crops, AI which helps our farmers to know about the future climatic condition about their area. Is there any climatical changes coming to their field or area? Is there any damage to their crops? So our AI helps in these things. With the help of our website, we are trying to give a new generation to the agriculture, by which our farmer can use AI. They can grow more crops more efficiently and get what they need. The proper pricing of their crops, the proper knowledge about the crops, the proper knowledge about how to sell and where to sell and how much money they should get. We are also trying to remove the third person, which is taking the half of the money of our farmers. So now I would like to explain more about my website in detail way.
So let's start with our website. So when a person or a user enters our website, they can log in both using their phone OTP and using their Aadhaar number. Now, moving on to the next panel, which is the dashboard, where we can see weather, live weather, market prices, crop health monitor, and government schemes. And there is also the video tutorials for the farmers in their own regional languages. This is basically a manual or a guide which tells the user how to use this website. Now moving on to the next, which is government scheme for farmers. Now our government introduces many schemes for the farmers, which is mostly free of cost, but the farmers aren't aware of these schemes. This website notifies them about the current and the future schemes which are going to come, um, which will help them directly or indirectly. Next is market prices. There is a section which tells about the us or the farmers about the market prices of different crops such as wheat, rice, soybean, etc. And the next is a crop health monitor, which when we upload the photo of the crop or the soil tells the fertility of the soil or what should be done in order to prevent the crop from getting damaged. The next is the agriculture helpline number, which are mostly toll free, and there is a Kisan call center, PM Kisan helpline, and crop insurance. And there are also more facilities which we provide from our own site, which is crop current calendar, fertilizer guide, equipment, soil tips. And if a person is not satisfied with the AI monitoring, they can also call an individual or an expert to their own farms, wh- who can tell them what to do in order to prevent crops getting damaged. And next is the weather section, which tells the farmer beforehand the climate of that area, so they can prevent the crop getting damaged from windy or rainy climate. There's also crop weather tips, which tells the farmer the good time or better time to irrigate wheat fields. Now, the moving on to the next section, which is AI help chatbot, which can tell each and every detail about the agriculture crop and different sections and different details and everything a farmer has a doubt about the crop, vegetables and fruits and soil. Moving on to the next section, we have marketplace, where the seller, which is the farmer, can sell their crops, their vegetables, their fruits, and dairies, everything directly to the consumer, which is us, the normal people or the consumers. And they can and people can also buy directly from the farmer or the seller in less prices than the marketplace, because there is no concept of mediator in our this marketplace. Now moving on to the next section, which is profile, which gives us an overview of the monthly earnings and the sales history of the overall seller or the farmer, which they have produced in an year or a month. Now, the what is the motto of our website? Our website basically removes the concept of mediator. Uh, what happens in a normal market is that when a farmer sells a crop, he gives it to the mediator, and mediator distributes it to the consumer. But the mediator take their own income from that, mm, selling, and which which makes the crops or the vegetables more costly for the normal consumers. But this marketplace or our website removes that concept, so that both the consumer and the seller can get benefits from it. Now I am going to end my explanation about this website.